Hey YouTube, Brian Fagioli here. I want to do a quick video about two products that I'm reviewing at betanews.com just to kind of show what they are exactly. So these are USB-C or USB Type-C adapters that do video output. So we see HDMI and VGA, and this is pretty common. I mean, these are standard type things you would buy, especially if you have the new MacBook Pro, which only has USB Type-C / Thunderbolt 3 ports. And as we move forward, there's going to be a lot of computers, even Windows machines and Linux machines that only have USB Type-C in the future, which is a good thing because it's a standard adapter type, a connection type. And what's really cool is that you can buy these adapters that plug into them, or dongles, I should say. So if you want to do like presentations or output video, and the machine doesn't have dedicated like HDMI, DisplayPort, or even VGA, you can buy an adapter like this. Now, these are a dime a dozen normally, but these two from Startech or Startech.com are special in one particular way, and that's why I would recommend these over any other ones if you need this feature. So on the back, we can see this little design. It kind of looks like a display, and we can see an O and an I here, or a line, meaning off and on, right? So what this does, and this is on both of them, it's on the VGA and the HDMI adapter. What that does is, let's say you're doing a presentation, you don't want your monitor or your display, your projector, to shut off because there's no activity. Let's say you have a slide on your screen, you're talking about it, you don't want your screen to shut off or your machine to lock, which kind of ruins your presentation. What this does is when you switch it on, it does something pretty cool, is that every once in a while, it almost installs as like a mouse, and every once in a while it'll move your mouse pointer very slightly. You may not even notice it as you're using the machine, and that will keep your display alive. The computer will think that you're actually there, because before it has the time to go to sleep, your mouse pointer moves just enough that it's going to keep the machine thinking that you're there. Now, can you go into the settings on your computer and change that? So, meaning, can you go into the settings and tell the display, not to shut off, not to go to sleep? Absolutely. You can tell your machine not to go to sleep. You can tell the machine not to turn off the display after a certain amount of time. However, you may not want to have to go into the settings every single time to do that, because maybe you want the display to go to sleep after a certain amount of time. You want the machine to go to sleep, but only during presentations you want it to stay awake. So from a hardware level, this is a nice way that you get the adapter that you need for the presentation, being HDMI or VGA. And you have this nice hardware solution where, maybe you're not very tech savvy, you need to do presentations. You can just flick this switch, and you don't have to worry about your monitor, your display, your projector, whatever you're projecting your presentation on. You don't want your machine to go to sleep or get locked. And I'll tell you, I've been in business meetings where the presenter, someone sets up the laptop beforehand, and during the presentation, the machine goes to sleep, they wake it, and now it wants a login, and the presenter doesn't know the login. The person who set up the machine is now in the bathroom, or they've left, and they can't get the machine back to the presentation. It's very embarrassing. So something like this, you keep in your bag. VGA is still used in a lot of businesses, especially for projectors that may be still VGA only. But I think modern offices will have a projector or display that uses HDMI. So, depending on what you need, I would probably recommend the HDMI if your office has a projector or a display that uses HDMI, because you could also use this for personal use, such as connecting to a television when you just want to watch some Netflix or something. You can use this with your computer. And this will work with either Mac or Windows 10. Obviously, it's more designed for Mac because of the MacBook Pro having those Type-C ports only, but yes, it will work with Windows as well. So I'm reviewing this for betanews.com. I just wanted to create this video just to kind of show off what I will be writing about in the review, because there's not much to say in a review about these adapters, other than, hey, they're exactly like all the other adapters, except they have this really cool feature. And of course, Startech makes really good quality stuff. I've been buying their stuff from Amazon for years because, you know, I think their slogan is like, hard to get, made easy. And it's the truth, because a lot of times you're like, I wish I could find a wire that does this end to this end or something, and like they're the only company that has it. So, all right, guys, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.